Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Yellow Jackets will put total leather and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
People still fill in the stands. And he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Cavaliers' offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
And this just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Coming after him. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. The Cavaliers will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Makes a move. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up, and this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams, you can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
With the catch, it's Vaughn. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Cavaliers line up to punt it away. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will get the ball for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
On second down, looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He finds his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, Dave, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Red pass, it's complete.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
This time it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Yellow Jackets are flying down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. On the move, he fires. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Yellow Jackets look to do some damage in the red zone. Quick release by the QB. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick strike complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Reese. He's going to throw deep right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his way.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Finds his man. It's Vaughn. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Off the play fake. Quarterback adapted. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Dances away to buy time. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They've got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. They're bringing heat. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse. Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's going to take it all the way.
coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 10 over the Red Hawks of Miami.
Still running at the 40.
We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Ward. They make the stop after the catch. It's still some work to do to pick up that first down.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
42 Spider.
The hand to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That defense is about getting off the football. I mean, that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays. It can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight end.
He'll take the deep shot. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Looking downfield, it's Reese trying to get to him. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's back to throw on second down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Now on the option. Now the pitch. At the 40, there he goes. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41.
Get set, get set. Ready?
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires left. and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch called for and made. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Quarterback will audible. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Time to take a shot. He's got him on the right side. Great job by the receiver to get the foot down. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown! Georgia Tech!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. He's looking to throw. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. For offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
He got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the pummeling has started. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that was just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They're trying to get to it. It's caught downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Catch in the middle. It's Kirby. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive.
Open runway ahead. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the punishment has been extended. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Boy, 3-and-out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have...
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. Bringing it back. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Oh, man. Thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage. So wave off the turnover, give up the yardage. It'll be first down. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Quick touch pass to the receiver.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep...
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the stomping has commenced.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last week. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We'll see if they can dial up one that works this time on second down from the 14. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll go with a direct snap. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the beatdown has ensued. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Final play of the quarter coming.
3:25.
Quick handoff. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
42, Spider.
He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Complete in the middle. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
The Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Ran through the contact. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Fast motion from the offense. The play action fake. Pocket starts to collapse. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Field goal is good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Northwestern is running away with this one behind an offense that's firing on all cylinders. They're up by 25 over the Astronauts. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Handoff to the single back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give and tick, 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 tick. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
Looking to buy time. He'll let it go down the right side. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense.
Jackrabbit.
Looking to go up top on first down. He's got it on the run. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
To the ground with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another?
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Yellow Jackets will have it first and 10. He wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. On on 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one has gone. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look...